Hello and welcome to NZWF Wanaka region. It's the latest release by the team over there at NZA Simulations, and a big shout out to ORBX who have hooked me up with a copy so I can show you what this is all about. And a couple of things that I just want to get up and out straight away is number one, yes, this is worth it. Just go and buy it. There's a link down in the description. It is an outstanding add-on, a massive add-on, and I'll show you a little bit about that in a minute. The second thing is it compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? ORBX have come out and said, yes, they're very confident that all their scenery is going to be compatible. So I think you can go ahead and buy with confidence that it's going to last into the next version. But here we are at Wanaka Airport. Before I go and show you a few more details here on this airport, how about we check out what the add-on actually covers? And the first thing that really strikes me is just the vastness of this add-on. It's 5,000 square kilometres. It's 100 kilometres from top to bottom. And there are just a ton of points of interest. There's a whole lot of airstrips in and around the Wanaka area. You've got Harware Flat Airstrip near Wanaka Airport, which is the jewel in the crown of the scenery. But you've also got up here the Minaret Airstrip, Siberia, you've got the Neck Airstrip. So you've got all these little airstrips that you can fly in and out of around this mountainous area. You've also got a bunch of different helipads headed there by the NZHC Wanaka Lakes Medical Centre right down here. Now this this add-on works in really nicely with a couple of the other NZA Simulations add-ons. You've got the Mount Cook region, which is just north of here, and also southeast you've got the Milford Sound area. So you've really got that central to southwest of the South Island of New Zealand covered. It's a beautiful area, one of the most scenic areas, not just in New Zealand, but in the world, and just a bunch of stuff to check out. So let's go and take a look at some of the highlights right now. Okay, so we'll start here at NZWF itself, Wanaka Airstrip, or airport I should say. And what you're going to get is you're going to get the high quality that you always get from NZA Simulations. You've got PBR, true-to-life runways and aprons, so you've got all the proper markings, outstanding quality textures, and a ton of static objects. And, Wanaka Airport, in fact, is famous for the Warbirds over Wanaka, the brainchild of the late, great Sir Tim Wallace. It's an air show that I've actually been to myself. A lot of military aircraft fly, a lot of vintage aircraft and modern aircraft. A lot of people fly in and come into the area. In fact, a great viewing area, if you want to see it for free, is up on that hill just in the background there. People go pull out their deck chair and go ahead and watch the air show. But there's a bunch of cool little things around here. I'm not going to spoil everything, but let's just check out a couple of little highlights here at Wanaka Airport itself. And we'll go over to the Transport and Toy Museum. We'll get it right. And check out down here, you got a bunch of a lot of old trucks here. And as we pan over to the right, you've got some tractors. So we've got some works happening over on the background there. I'm not too sure what they're constructing. Some old army trucks, etc. And as we move towards the back, we've got a few more army trucks and some other, those look like missiles, actually, or bombs of some description. But that's a Transport and Toy Museum, a little feature here at NZWF. And if we pan over the top here, you start to see some of the military flavour you get at this particular airport right there. And this aircraft here, that's how I usually fly, so it's pretty solid. And there goes a bit more of that Transport and Toy Museum. There goes the main highway there just off to the right, and we head south there to Cromwell. Now if we move over into this other part of the airstrip, and this is in Central Otago in New Zealand, during the summer it gets very, very hot, so this will brown up big time, this grass. But you've got a few internal detailed areas. We'll go into the main sort of area right here, and you can see this is basically the this is the terminal, and as you can see, you've got a bunch of detail in here. I can vouch for the drinks in that freezer over there, or the fridge. That's definitely correct. We've got a Department of Conservation sign over on the left shoulder. Sounds Air. You might recognise that livery. They fly around a number of destinations here in New Zealand, but you've got that cool-looking terminal right there. I'll just pan up here so you can get a bit of a feel in the background there. Got the river flowing down through, the Clutha River, a very big river, and you get a good view here of the entire airport. So over there in the distance is Lake Wanaka. There's a little tree that sits out there by itself. It's quite a landmark. It's on here. I'm not going to show you it. You can go and catch it yourself if you want to pick up this scenery, but this airport here serve a really good location, services in around Centro Otago. So how about we go and check out some of the other parts of the scenery out in the mountains. So here we are at Dingleburn Farm and Airstrip, and there are a ton of these dotted around the scenery. And check out that little airstrip there, pretty cool. Look at the scenery in the background, absolutely brilliant. So you've got a few little buildings here, a little sheep yard there, I would imagine. Yep, we've got some sheep sitting down, right down here in the pen here, waiting to either be shorn or, I don't know what the heck. You use your imagination, but look at the surrounding scenery here. What an amazing place to fly in and out of, particularly in those small GA aircraft. And if we just pan down, so we start to really get the beauty of this area. Not too far from here is where Lord of the Rings was filmed, well, parts of it. Not exactly here, but not too far away. And we've got one of the bridges going across the river here, and then we get right down at the riverbed, and it's absolutely spectacular. So you can fly in and out of these airstrips all around this area. Like I said, there's I think there's 9 airports, including the airstrips, and 4 helipads. And so you get a bit of a taste of what one of them looks like here. Some pretty challenging flying in and out of here. You've got to make sure you're aware of the surrounding terrain. But look at that little grass airstrip with the pond at one end. Little lake, actually. Brilliant. As we pan away from this cool little waterfall here and look up through the spectacular valley, we'll go around and we'll go down to one of these little huts here. And this one here's got a helipad. It's in the middle of the mountain range, and there's over 20 huts located around this scenery, so heaps to go and explore, and particularly if you're into the helicopters or rotorcraft, you can go ahead and indulge yourself there. But right up in the middle of the mountain range here, so some spectacular scenery to take advantage of if you're into flying these particular aircraft. Okay, folks, I'm going to finish the video off here at Lake Harware, and the first thing I'd say is just so much to see. I'm only really scratching the surface of this scenery. Like I said, 5,000 square kilometres. Got a bunch of points of interest. I just haven't even had a chance to look at them all yet, but we're down here at the point of Lake Harware. There's a Harware township right there, and I'm going down to the Lake Harware Hotel, which is you can stay for the night and also have a few beers in this building right here. We've got some picnic tables out the side, and as I pan up over there, look at that sun over the mountains there, absolutely brilliant. You've got the Harware Dam right here, so you've got like a build-up of a bank dam, a dirt dam I should say, and there it is flowing out from the lake, but just absolutely spectacular. They've done an outstanding job. It's a huge piece of scenery, so much to see, everybody. I've put a link down in the description. Go and check it out. You're going to have hours of fun flying around this area. It links on, like I said, to that Mount Cook scenery, which is to the north, and to the southwest you've got the Milford Sound scenery. So absolutely spectacular. But once again, thanks to ORBX for sorting me out a copy. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, everybody, take it easy.